Hello and welcome to this YouTube video where I'll be showing you how to make just something in 1bitdragon, which is music creation software. Although I will have to warn, it does cost I think about 20 something in euro, and that should be on the same in US dollars, about a few less in pounds. And then you can just check Steam store page for yourself if you want, and yeah, it will be on Steam. It's just one of the easiest music creation software, and I'd still consider it to be quite good. And with the new beta version, you can make longer notes like such. While before you could only do just various little like plucks, but now you can do longer things. And I'll show you the technique basically just to make just something good pretty quickly and without much thought put into it. First of all, what I'd do is I just pick a random key. Typically, this sounds good, and then to pick a good one, I'll just make something short. That sounds alright. I'll just try some other ones then. That actually sounded quite nice. So what I might do then is make it a bit faster, that I might be able to fit it in like that, which sounded quite nice, if I do say so myself. Yeah. That sounded quite nice actually. I usually have reverb off, but it's up to you. And that was quite alright. And then you can put in, just pick an instrument, I suppose. Just go with whatever, really. You can preview them there. I try to stay away from the chiptune instruments. They can be a bit headache-inducing. Pizzicato 2 might sound nice. And then usually, there's just some variations. They can't be completely looping. So usually I go one higher after a bit, and that's good for progression. Progression is very important in music. Obviously, you won't be implementing as much techniques as you might with other more professional softwares, but this is meant to be easy, so it shouldn't take too much thought. Thing. And then usually what I'll do with kick, first of all, I don't want to use the bass one. I'll try to find something. Kick 3 sounds alright. It's already a bit too loud, so I'll turn that down, turn that up a bit. Sounds quite good, and then for, actually what I'll do is, I'll also just continue on that, put that like that. That's fine, just being plucks. I don't need to use lower things or longer things, which actually first I'll tell you how. First of all, left click is to put down a note, right click is remove. And then if you hold Alt and press left click, you'll do a kind of semi note that's not as potent or loud as the normal one. And if you hold Shift, this is only with the new version, and then hold and drag, you can make longer notes. I may actually see how well this might implement. Let's see how that sounds. Okay, this works quite nicely. So I'll implement the new addition there. I suppose using as much features as possible will always it won't do much harm. So that's not too bad. Then you'd want to add something else as well. Harp there sounds quite nice. With harp though, I usually like to go a bit more fast-paced, so I'll just... Okay, so here I already have just what I thought might be a good idea for the harp. And I'll preview it here. And then obviously you can add that, but always match it with your progression, otherwise it will sound quite off-key. And yeah, always match that. So far, if you're having trouble catching up, just do something short, like I don't know, throw something in like that if you want, and then try add a longer note or a semi-note, remember, shift and hold, then alt and click, and you can also alt shift and hold. Just try make advantage of that. If it sounds wrong, maybe try include more or include less. If anything sounds wrong, just try change something, and it's all right if it takes you a while. So far, what this should sound like. Actually, I might firstly remove this part, as I want there to be a bit more build up. Or might I keep that? That already sounds quite nice, and obviously you can leave it at that. Usually it's better not to overcomplicate things, but for the sake of showing off more of what can be done, you have room for more. And it's always good. You don't have to, if you're adding something that doesn't have to be major, you can literally fill in like 3 notes of something just as a compliment if you want. For example, I might try to get advantage of that. I'll try to find an instrument that I think might work well. Wait, what did I say? This sounds like it could work. Yeah, so I suppose I'll give you a preview then of generally what they should sound like, and you could make something just as good as this without it being exactly like this. Just follow the steps, take some creative liberty, and it should sound brilliant. Also, if you're still wondering whether you should buy 1bitdragon, it's a good investment if you're willing to make an unlimited amount of fairly good music for whatever you need to use. Like, if you're making a game, you could get a single commission for like a tenner to get your own, like to get someone to make you music, or you could spend just a bit over double that and then get 10 times more. You could take your own liberties with how you want it to be. And also the pride in knowing that you 100% made it and whatever the rest of you're doing it for. It could be for animations, story, or just, it's yours. You have the full rights to what you make, as it's been stated by 1bitdragon themselves on Twitter. I suppose I'll show you now what the final piece is, and yours should sound just as good as if you're following this. I'll be quiet for a second then. I hope you enjoyed that, and I also hope you enjoyed whatever you were making, supposing that you were following the tutorial. Um, I apologize that this probably can't reach out to most people, as this is a paid software and not an extremely popular one at that, and I'm sure no one's willing to make a costly financial investment of €20, uh, supposing just because I suggested it, really. So, anyway, hope you have a nice day. I hope the rest of mine is nice. Adios and goodbye and tschüss.